in praise and worship, if you don't sweat, you ain't really praising God. Is that biblical? I don't think that's biblical, but I feel like you need to be sweating. Okay. Can you see the sweat? Well, you probably can't see the sweat because, Darnell Jackson keeps the set all together. He makes it look like I look like this in the morning, and I don't look like this all the time. I'm just trying to tell y'all he gets it together. But welcome, guys, to day number 5. High five. One more time. High five. You did it. How many of y'all never been consistent on a 30-day anything? Raise your hand. You're not going to raise your hand? Y'all don't want me to see y'all? I can't see you, right? You could put your little finger up, the church finger up, if you have not been consistent for 30 days with anything. This is your first thing that you're doing to be consistent. And that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about consistency, right? The word of the week is what? Fervor. To be hot, to boil, to be on fire. But we talked about Jesus's example, which was the greatest example ever. He was obedient. He was so on fire and so intentionally fervent that he was obedient to the cross. He sacrificed his life for us. We've talked about that. His fervor, right? Took him all the way to the cross. For me, for you, for your children, for your children's children, for your children's 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 children, for the whole entire world until he comes back. So it's important to be consistent. I talked to you in the beginning, if you're just catching up to this 30-day How I Faithed It Over challenge, if you haven't purchased How I Faithed It Over by yours truly, if you haven't gotten that, definitely go to smsministries.co to go and grab your copy. But we've been kind of walking through the first letter of faith, and that's F. And it's fervor, right? And we've been just talking, we've been giving stories. And I told you in the very beginning that my mother said that I was always like this. I was always a faith person. I was always someone that was excited. She used that word, and she used to tell me all the time, don't use the word always because it's a constant, right? Never and always. 2 things that you don't want to use. Never and always, right? And she used to use that about me. And I realized, okay, what she was saying was I was always on fire, even in the bad times, the good times, the bad times, the indifferent times. I was always on fire for God. I just was, even in my sin, huh? Y'all thought I didn't sin? Ha! We all sin and fall short of the glory of God. Can I get an amen and a pause? Okay. We all sin. And so even in my sin, though, I knew that I had to be excited about what God was going to do for me because that wasn't my end point. That wasn't where I was staying, right? That wasn't going to be where I was finishing. That's just a journey of mine, but I was consistent. Are you consistent? That's a good question, and I asked that question not just to you, but I had to ask myself that same question. Am I consistent? Even with Bible studies, Sound of Worship Center, shout out my church. But even with Bible studies, am I consistent? Am I studying every single day? Am I making sure that I am truly hearing from God? Am I consistent in my walk with him? Am I consistent in my relationships that I have? I already told you that I was for intimacy, and all of my relationships need to have some level of intimacy, right? For it to be a real relationship. Because if it's not, what are we doing this for? I don't waste my time. I don't want to waste your time. Please don't waste my time.
So I'm reclaiming my time.
But I want to be consistent in anything that I see in front of me that God has placed there. I have to be consistent. Because I can't go to him and say, God, I love you. Please just shower down all of your blessings, God. Give me all of the favor, God. Give me. And then you don't talk to him on a regular basis. How does that work? That's not being fervent. That's not having fervor. That's not being earnest. That's not being diligent. That's not having zeal. That's looking at God like, I don't know. I don't want to call him this and I won't even repeat some of the things that I heard, people say that how we treat God. But I would say this. He is not your sugar daddy. He's not our sugar daddy. He's not. We are supposed to honor him, respect him, love on him, give him his praise, give him his honor, give him his worship. So for you, I'm challenging you on your consistency, because some of y'all ain't been consistent and we only on day number 5. But that's okay. You came back. I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of the decision that you made to learn about faith and it being a language and you wanting to change your language. I am proud of you. I thank you for joining me every single day. And even if you miss a day, I know you're going to come back because you're working on it. We're working on it together. Is that okay? So it's not a beat down message. This is a word of encouragement. You got this. You can be consistent in every area of your life too. Okay? So I'm here with you. Inbox me. Text me. I think my phone number is somewhere out there on the internet. I do take texts. Inbox me, message me, whatever you got to do. I'm supporting you while you're supporting me. We're supporting one another because we are faith stalkers and we are on the move. So have that fervor and that zeal. Be earnest. But in all of that, stay consistent. It's been my pleasure to speak to you guys. Y'all know how we like to rock out. Rock out with me, please.
Let the weak say I am strong. Let the weak say I'm strong. Let the poor say I am rich. Say I am rich. Say I am rich.
That's how I feel like he sang that part. Tomorrow. Day number 6. But we gonna still rock out because y'all gotta listen to Cedric tell you.
He's gonna make a way. He's gonna see you through. He's right there opening doors for you.
Y'all see those garage doors?
He's gonna bring you out. He's gonna make a way. He's gonna see you through. He's right there opening doors for you.